Hello, Edgar Brown. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, inshallah. We are very happy to have you today for this podcast, and we are going to talk about racism, uh, especially for us that are in foreign countries and we are facing too many situations. So, what are your thoughts about racism in foreign countries, especially against Africans?
Okay, racism is a broad topic, and this podcast or this session, I think, won't be enough to cover it, but we can talk a little about it.
Okay.
For Africans in the diaspora, I would say we face a lot of racism, but I would say most at times we do not really understand what is racism
Yes.
and what is what I call entitlement. Most of the times we are too entitled, and at the other side we face discriminations and racism from the country who abhor us.
Mm.
So for me, racism do exist, but not at the actual rating most Africa take it to be.
Yeah. So there's for you we give though sometimes we too we make too much of the situations. Sometimes it's just a normal situation like this. So have you gone through a situation where someone else could have said it's racism, but you saw it like being normal, like not
Yes,
racism?
I do had quite of different experience
Mm.
with this term called racism. Like a few, I would say, few years back, 3 to 4 years back, where I do not really understand what the terms means racism.
Mm.
Any small discrimination, my expectation was too high. I'll give you an instant. Okay, I came into a new country.
Okay.
The country above you, like we are here in Cyprus,
Mm.
and we are being accommodated by this country, although we are students.
Yes.
Sometimes our expectations are too high
Mm.
towards the people who own the land. Like, okay, let's talk about paying of our school fees. Some people seems like they should pay the same amount of tuition fee
Mm.
with the owners of the country, which is not so. I have seen several students complaining like these people pay uh,
Like this,
they
and we
pay
are paying
little.
like this. Yeah.
We pay above them almost 50%. Maybe they
Mm.
pay like 500 euro while we are paying 1,000 euro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for me that's not racism.
Yeah. Yeah.
There should be benefit for the people of that community. They are
Mm-hmm.
the owners of the land, and they should have their own benefit. So that's one instance I would say most people misunderstand that to be racism.
Me too. I went through one situation like that in which, so I was coming back from the school in the bus, and uh, like I touch in the bus, I touch one lady from Cyprus here, and she react like she shift herself. One classmate, she was from Africa too. She started saying, she's racist. She's racist. She's racist. She doesn't respect you. And after a while, the same lady that I touched mistakenly, did not have a chair, a seat. So I gave her my seat, and the black lady started saying, "Why are you doing like that? You should not give her the seat because she did not respect you." But for me, at the first time, I didn't see it like an act of racism. There are people that don't like to be touched,
Mhm.
especially like me. So it's very when you talk like that, I understand it because we used to exaggerate in those
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
We take it too much. People can be Someone can do evil but is not racist. Someone may not like you, but he is not necessarily
yeah.
racist. You
It's
see.
not necessary.
So what do you think about solution? Or how do you think we Africans should feel? How can we make the difference between the racism itself and such those misbehavior from
Education plays in.
mm,
like you said, you came in contact with a separate lady and she was not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a term for that. There's what we call cultural shock.
Mm-hmm.
When someone from another community comes to a new community,
Yeah.
and there are different idea towards value.
Yes.
Like you said, some people do not like being touched.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people like it's okay for you to touch them. Like when we came into Cyprus, you see, if the two friends comes to see their self, they necessarily do not shake hands. They only
Yeah.
give side
Side cases.
kisses,
Mm.
which for us is strange.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can't meet you now and start doing you side kisses.
Yeah.
So that's when you start learning. We should start learning about other people's culture.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in a new place, you should learn about their culture,
Understand
their
it.
value,
Yeah.
and understand the way they live their own life.
Exactly. Yeah, it's only like that we can really make the difference between not to every time in every situation see like this one is racist. It's like this because he didn't greet me like he greet his friend, his white friend. Will just say it's racist. He doesn't respect me enough. Really, we are very happy to talk about that subject today because it's very important in our community, especially African community, to understand that people can misbehave,
Mm-hmm.
people can react badly, but it's not necessary that they are racist. And we should have enough confidence because for my own, I think that even about racism, we are taking ourselves when we are talking about racism, we are taking ourselves as baby that other people
As a victim.
always victim.
Yeah, the victim
of this
victim
situation.
mentality.
Never we are not we are
We are
not
never at
responsible.
fault.
We are never responsible. Yeah, we are always victim of this situation, and it should change in our minds for us to have the necessary confidence in us,
Mhm.
in our culture too, and we should value our culture too outside, for them to respect our culture too, and know how to react with us. Because if you respect yourself, they will respect you.
Mhm.
If you don't respect yourself, if you misbehave, obviously they will misbehave, and it will not be racism. It will just be a response to your own
Attitude.
So thank you very much for your time for your time you gave for us today to talk about this subject. We are expecting to see you much more later for